Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video of Sean's Garage in the Sean's Garage YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about my favorite car of my collection, which is the 1994 Premier Padmini S1. So the S1 was the last model that Premier made in their 1100D series. It is called the S1 because it was the first step away from the original design of Fiat that had taken place. So there were quite a lot of changes that happened. But today's video is slightly different. It's not about the car, it is about what we do to maintain this car. So as you know, these are all really old cars. I park them for around 5 to 6 months during the time when it rains in Mumbai, which is the monsoons. I have taken it out of the monsoon hibernation right now, and there are quite a few checks that you need to do for these old cars to make sure that they are up and running well and that they perform in the most optimal manner. So today we'll go over the regular checks that you must do once you take the car out of hibernation. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So guys, this is the beautifully restored engine bay of my Padmini S1. It has come out of hibernation. I've done all the checks that is required, and that's why I thought I'll take you through what all is to be done. So of course, first thing is the battery. Always ensure that when your car is parked or garage for a long time, you take out the battery, or even if you can't take out the battery, take out the negative terminal, because the battery will else get discharged. As you know, for this engine is pretty simple. It is completely mechanical in nature. There are three things which are required for the engine to function. So the three things being fuel, air and spark, and of course compression, which goes without saying. So we have to ensure that all of those things are rendered correctly in the car. So the first things that I end up doing once we take the car out of hibernation is, this is what we call the carburetor. So I take out the carburetor, I ensure that the fuel bowl is clean completely. Now with ethanol being added in our fuels, it is important for you to ensure that there is no water or fuel residue inside the carburetor. So clean the carburetor completely once you take it out. Other things that you need to do is, of course, clean the air filter, clean the fuel filter. This is how you check for oil in the car. This is the dipstick. Ensure that you have the right grade of oil and the right amount of oil. And then the last checks that you do here are you ensure that all the wiring, especially to the ignition coil and to the distributor, are correctly done. You have to also ensure that there is no excess corrosion on the points of the distributor, because that can also affect the spark performance and thereby the overall starting performance of the car. Now that everything we have optimized here, the car runs and starts perfectly. I'll just do a quick start for you to show how it performs. So please come with me. So the weakest point in the Fiat 100D is what we call the braking system that you need to check after the monsoons. What tends to happen is that the wheel cylinders of the brakes, they tend to get jammed. So what I do after every time that I garage the car for a long period of time is that I take out the wheels and the wheel cylinders. I service all 4 wheel cylinders and the liners and the brakes, ensuring that the wheel cylinders are free, and then fit everything back. It's now that you have taken out the wheel cylinders and the tires, it is also a good time to check the condition of the tire and the air pressure. Tires are the only physical thing that connects you, the user, to the road. So it is very important to have the right tires and the right pressure in it. Ensure that there are no cracks, there are no cuts, the tire is in good condition, and only then would I recommend that you drive the car for long periods of time. I have just driven this for about 3 or 4 minutes today, and now we'll start it again. So I'll start it again. So as you can see, let's go to the front of the car yet again. As you can see guys, the engine is running quite smoothly. I've ensured that the ignition, the timing and the fuel distribution is set aptly, and as you can see, the car is quite silent and there is no problems altogether. Also, one of the most basic things, ensure that there is water in the radiator always. This is not a pressurized regulator, so you can open it at any time, but always ensure that there is water and coolant in the radiator when you start the car. So we live in a humid area next to the sea, so it tends to be quite moldy during the monsoons, especially inside the car once you take it out. So for your own safety and your passenger safety, once you take the car out of hibernation, you ensure that all the seats, all the mats are taken out completely and cleaned thoroughly. As you can see, we have cleaned them with disinfectant, and there is no mold or no marks here. If you have good quality leather or Rexine seats, the marks will go away, and in fact if you have bad quality, it stays stained. So ensure that you clean it for the sake of your health and the health of your friends and passengers that you will be taking with you inside the car. So cleanliness is very important. As you can see, the car is completely clean from the inside and it smells really fresh. So the bodywork of the car is one of the most important things and the first things that you see. The bodywork is of course in good condition in this car, but you have to maintain it. I do not recommend that you wash it every day. I personally wash the car every 3 or 4 days. There are some people I know that don't wash it ever and only wash it once every few months. But once you take it out of the garage or once you take it out of hibernation, there is a particular way that I'd like to go about washing it. So don't scrub the car with something like a cloth or a sponge in the first time that you wash it with soap. You let the soap stay on the car so that it chemically reacts to all the dust and all the grime which is present on the car's body. Let that run for a period of time, and only then when you do the second wash can you use a washing mitt or a sponge to sort of agitate the dust and then rinse it off with water. That's how I usually go about the washing process of my particular cars. And of course, if required, do give it a bit of polish, do give it a bit of love and care, so as to ensure that the best finish of your paint is visible to you for your own satisfaction and the satisfaction of the people you are present. So guys, these are the overall tips and tricks that I follow to maintain my Premier Padmini S1. I recommend users to follow similar routines once they have an old car and when they garage it for a long period of time. These can also be looked at as overall maintenance tips to maintain such an old car. If you have any questions in particular about the Premier Padmini or any old car, do leave them in the comments and I'll try and reply to each one of them. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments as well. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the channel and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.